All right, you know what? I think I'm ready. All right, let's go. How's it going, people? Welcome to the stream. C War v Fox, how's it going, you guys? Welcome back. Clara, yeah, let's go. Joseph, hey. Hey, all you beautiful people. Let's go. Yeah, so a little bit of story today. I decided to sleep in most of the morning, which is not usual for me. So I was trying to get over some congestion that I had going on still, and I think I finally got that resolved. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, definitely. That's because I don't want to be like too graphic, but like a lot of the stuff that was in I guess in my sinuses or was making me congested. Uh, a lot of it came out today. It's still not completely gone, but a lot of it came out to the point where I can breathe again. So that's good. I can finally breathe. What's this about Fedora? Fedora stepped on crap. This comes at the right time. Well, I'm glad I could help out. Yeah, but we're doing good today. Yeah, finally got that laptop today. I ordered it, but it hasn't shipped yet. Let's see, X Libre and drop proposal of 32-bit libraries. Ooh, yeah, X Libre. Yeah, I've been hearing about X Libre. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna fork it. We're gonna fork Xorg, make our own thing. I don't know. Do you guys think? Do you ever think that like people are gonna go away from Wayland and go to X Libre now that Fedora is wanting to, or well, I don't know that Fedora is wanting to do it, but like now that X Libre out, or now that X Libre is out, do you think people will jump from Wayland to X Libre? That's what I'm trying to get at. Steam client is 32-bit. Gotcha. I may install a new distro after I'm finished using Linux Mint. Cool, cool. Wow. That is insane. Uh any recommendations? I mean, I'm gonna be biased in this, because it's what I'm using now, but what I'm using now is called CashOS. I'd recommend CashOS. Let's see. Other than that, it really just depends on what kind of system you want to go with. Like, you want to go with something Arch based. You want to go with something Debian Ubuntu based, or like maybe you want to go with Fedora. All right, so let's go to. Oh, you're tired of Ubuntu incompatibility? Yeah, yeah. Boo Ubuntu. Boo, boo. All right, let's go to the main page of NixOS, shall we? So with NixOS, we have 25.05 released. Let's see some of the things that they offer here. So it's reproducible, which means that Nix builds packages in isolation from each other. This ensures that they are reproducible and don't have undeclared dependencies. So if a package works on one machine, it will also work on another. Then Nix makes it trivial to share development and build environments for your projects, regardless of what programming languages and tools you're using. Nix ensures that installing or upgrading one package cannot break other packages. It allows you to roll back to previous versions and ensures that no package is in an inconsistent state during an upgrade. So I'm hearing a lot about how it's reproducible and reliable. Comes with over 120,000 packages. That's insane. I wonder who's in the lead though as far as packages. Like, do you think Arch is in the lead or Nix? And then if we go to read the announcement, there's probably not a whole lot going on here. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should have retitled my video. Maybe I should have just said NixOS 25.05. Yeah, maybe I goofed on that one, you guys. Maybe I goofed. Oh, Nix packages? Gotcha. Well, chaotic AUR, that's a little above my head because I tried installing chaotic AUR and I need to study it more before I go and install it. Fedora is playing catch up with Arch. Right, right. Uh, but yeah. Yeah, I guess the title of the video is fine and everything. Yeah. All right. Without further ado, we have NixOS here. Let's go into it. So we have our options. We have GNOME and Plasma. Those are our options. But what if we went into actual options? I wonder what that would do. Nope. Let's go back. So, yeah, we got votes for Plasma. Yeah, we definitely want to go with LTS, I think. Yeah, everyone's for Plasma, I guess. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's do it to it. AUR total count 98,000. Okay, yeah. So definitely Nix is in the lead there. From my understanding, it's a distribution with oh, hold on a second. Yeah, so to my understanding, it is a distribution with a config file, with one huge config file. Gotcha. All right, so it looks like we're doing Calamari's install. All right, so let's go next. That looks good. My name is Zipix Dog. Let's go. We'll type in a super secure password. Yeah, let's not require strong passwords. And then choose a password for the administrator account. Sure, why not? And then let's do next. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we could actually do this without a desktop. So I wonder if that means that you could install a window manager. This is interesting. So we have our choices. We got XFCE, we got Cinnamon. We have LXQT, we got Budgie, Deepin. And of course we got GNOME and Plasma. Gotcha. All right, so we have so many options to choose from. You know, I haven't tried XFCE yet. I haven't tried Cinnamon yet, necessarily. We already got a vote for Plasma. Anyone else got any votes? We just cool with Plasma? Yeah, I guess we'll do plasma then. Why not? Plasma it is. Okay, then let's go next. It is fully open source, but it also provides optional software packages that do not respect users' freedom to run, copy, distribute, study, change, and improve the software, and are commonly not open source. By default, such unfree packages are not allowed, but you can enable it here. If you check this box, you agree that unfree software may be installed, which might have additional EULAs that you need to agree to. If not enabled, some hardware, notably NVIDIA GPUs and some Wi-Fi chips, might not work or not work optimally. Oh, gee. I don't know about this, you guys. I really need to follow. Well, if we went by yesterday's stream, right? Because Daddy Richard owns us. Okay, so if Daddy Richard says that we're not allowed to have unfree software, then maybe that's what we. No, forget that. We're gonna have unfree software. Let's go. Let's see. Erase the disk. Yeah, that's the only one that's there. Oh yeah, you need it for the virtualization driver. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, and then I think the bootloader location is fine. Uh, Chrome and Edge will have EULAs. Oh, okay. Why do we want to do a manual partition? This is a virtual machine. I'm not dual. Like, what's the point in dual booting in a virtual machine? Oh, gotcha. No worries, my dude. Better FS. I mean, I don't think we've gotten that far yet. Like, I'm pretty sure it already comes with better FS. 20 gigabytes might be on the edge, by the way. Uh, oh, it's on ext4. Okay. Uh, feels very Windows in a bad way. Can balloon up. So wait, y'all think I should just cancel it and like but send it? Erase and send it. All right. If we need to, we can just reinstall. It's not a, it's a virtual machine. We just see what happens, right? Uh so everything looks good. It is on ext4. I wonder why it just comes with ext4. I don't think it really matters for the sake of install, so we're just gonna install. It is installing. Dun dun dun. What's going on, Buggy? How's it going? Welcome back. Think you didn't do UEFI? Oh, well, we'll find out. I mean, it is a stream after all. There's a lot of known bugs bound to happen. It's my first time using NixOS, but it was requested highly. What desktop did you pick? We are using Plasma. Oh, it usually makes more partitions if you do UEFI. Yeah, I think with Nix you have to if you want to get it the way that you want it, I think you're gonna have to do like manual partitioning. Oh, gotcha. Well, yeah, that's because everyone uses calamaris. If they're using a graphical user interface, yeah, they usually will use calamaris. So it will be different because calamaris is customizable to that degree. And my audio is probably going to cut in and out because we're nearing 100% on the CPU. So I do apologize for that. But like I said, got the new laptop ordered. Just waiting on uh just waiting on it to ship now. All right, so the laptop. Uh, so let me take a look back at it real quick. Uh, okay, I'm not able to look back at the. Well, no, I got my phone. I can just look at it. All right, so okay, can I look at the information? There we go. All right, I'll be able to tell you momentarily. I'm just looking it up again. All right, so um the GPU might just be stuck here. Oh, we'll give it a couple more minutes. If it's stuck, then we'll figure out something else. Well, it's not. So here's the problem with when I set up the VM. Uh, the website, I have looked everywhere on that website. That, to my knowledge, I have looked everywhere that I possibly could. They do not list. Excuse me. They do not list the requirements that are needed. So I went with what I thought was best, and apparently 20 gigs was not good enough. So when we do it again, we'll go back to 50, and we'll see if we can't, figure something out there. Going back to Clara's question, though, the laptop, the GPU, is a AMD Radeon RX 6550M. The let me look at the full description here. The CPU is a Ryzen 5 7535HS. It's got 24 gigabytes of RAM. It's got a 512 gigabyte SSD, which, as long as I'm able to do this, we will switch out the hard drives to give it a bigger one. But yeah, the CPU has it's a 3.3 base clock, and then it can go up to 4.5 gigahertz. But it's a 6-core processor with 12 threads in it. And the GPU it's got like 4 gigabytes of that DDR, or I think it's GDDR5 RAM or something like that, however it comes these days. But it is powerful enough to run Everything that I want to run on ultra settings, I don't know how well it's going to play out when it comes to streaming at the same time. So the quality of the game itself might have to be reduced from ultra quality, but yeah, we'll just have to see when streaming comes. But it should run everything that I want it to run well above 60 FPS. So should be nice. That's what we're doing. Yes, I see everyone is saying that the install is complete. Yes, it is. You may now restart. Let's go ahead and restart now. I'm still stuck on 4C 8T on all my computers. My next one will have at least 8C 16T or Intel Core Ultra 7. Gotcha. All right, let's go back into it. See if we can't. All right, let's look at our options now. Oh, this is going to be a good question. Since we've installed it already, how are we going to go back in it? Is this the issue that you were talking about with the UEFI? Oh, you need to unmount. Derp. Let me, let's see, force the shutdown. Let me figure out how to unmount. Yeah, I'm still pretty new to don't know how this program does it. So what we could do is remove that. I think. Remove it. Let's see if we can go back into it now. There we go. We did it. We did it. All right. Using grub. Let's go into it. Yeah, we figured it out. We did it. Oh. See, this is what I like. I like this SDDM, but I can't get it for some reason any other way. It's sad, but I'm using Lie currently for my login on CashOS. All right, let's go into this. Let's do it. Oh, you're used to VirtualBox? Yeah. Okay. First thing we want to do. Let's change the resolution. We'll change it to dark theme. So display and monitor. We don't want to. I think we want. Actually, I don't know if I can get 16:9 that way. Let me see about using this. Yeah, we'll keep it that way. Why not? I think that's wide enough. Okay, let's try 1920 by 1080 then. Yeah, I don't think it liked it. Keep it. There we go. What is this? Change color to be based on wallpaper? What would that be under wallpaper? Oh yeah, colors and themes. We got colors. Yeah, colors look good, I guess. That's fine. Wallpaper. Yeah, I mean it changes based on wallpaper. Yeah, that's what that's what this is. That's what we got in the back here. In fact, do we actually? We may want to just switch the wallpapers. Oh, color select based on wallpaper. Well, first of all, I want to change the background because I think that one looks good. Accent color from wallpaper. I think that's what you were referring to. Yeah, I really like I like this wallpaper here. Wow. That clicker just got huge. Okay. So, we figured out how to do that. We're good. Now, uh KDE feature for Lost Cursor. Yep. Just like Material U theming. Yep. Um whoops. So, we got it installed. I would imagine you guys would like to see fast fetch. Bug reporting on this must be a long list. I mean, maybe. Maybe. Okay. So, let's pull up a. Oh boy. Where's that? Let's type it in. Console. Let me switch just in case it decides it wants to do something. Okay, so fast fetch is not on there. Let's go back. Enable blur on desktop effects. Oh, not a ricing video? My bad. Maybe it is under applications. No, it's not application style. Uh, yeah, you'll have to forgive me. I don't know that much about KDE, so. And then desktop effects, blur. Yeah, and then we should apply. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Let's just drag that over here. Let's drag that over back to here. All right, so for you guys, this is where this is where viewership comes in as far as like trying to figure out what to do. I have not seen a NixOS video, which was my fault. I should have prepared more for this, but things happened, and I just didn't. So like, oh, is that how we install the packages? A temporary install. Oh, okay. All right. After the blur thing, we're moving on. I really don't want to spend all my time focusing on blur. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna focus too much on blur. All right. So basically, what you're saying is do we even have Vim on this thing, or do we? Actually, I don't. Well, if it's under etc, huh? Eventually, we're gonna have to go into that configuration file. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of doing like temporary, but we can do that, sure. Uh oh yeah, for testing, sure. Yeah, that could work. Sudo vim uh etc. NixOS configuration dot nix. Uh okay, why not? Oh, look for something that says PKGS. Okay, we found it. I just want to look down the list though, cause just in case. So yeah, we found it would be like somewhere right around this area, and then probably just do um like what is it, fast fetch, and then go ahead and write it. All right, let's quit out of that. Okay. Oh, welcome to the stream, Omega. Glad to have you here. Nix is just a this another distribution we're trying out. Seeing if we like it or not, how well it does. It has a different way of dealing with packages and stuff like that. And with its own configuration file. Yeah, just a different way to Linux. Yeah. So I guess we could just do the test command then. No, it's its own thing. Oh boy, my nose is stuffy again. I thought I took care of that earlier. We can test that out. Let me switch over here for just a quick second, just in case anything happens. Okay, so we're good. So basically, what happened was it did all this loading here. Uh, yeah, I guess it doesn't have a software store. Let me double check to see if there is a software store. I don't know what the software store would be, but let's double check it. Like this is actually compared to other ones that I've seen, this is a very minimal install. Yeah, I don't see one. All right. So, the next thing we need to do is I need to go into the I need to see first of all if there is a fast fetch in the .config folders. Uh let's see. Oh, yeah, this is really confusing for me. Oh, show hidden folders. All right, let's go to .config. All right, there is no. So let's just create a new folder. Fast fetch. It's something like a Nix search packages or something to look for the NeoVim package. Gotcha. All right, so we're gonna switch back here. Y'all can see my face for just a moment. I need to see about getting my config file from the GitHub for this. But yes, I do have a GitHub that you guys are more than welcome to look at my config files. You can grab them. And then let's just go over to here. All right, there we go. So we got our stats there, looking pretty good. Maybe I need to zoom in though. I can zoom in and then we just maximize that. Zoom in just a little bit more. Or maybe what we could do instead, we just drag this out. There we go. Yeah, 9.63 gigabytes, not too bad for an install. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I guess they don't use them out of the box. So, So far, what's interesting about this, I'll give this to you, is that you can install through the configuration file. From this is my understanding, by the way. If I'm wrong, someone's going to correct me on this. I know this, but what it seems like to me is you you put together all of these packages that you want. You put them in this configuration file, and everything just gets uh, installed after you do that command that we did earlier. You throw it on GitHub and you have it for later. Oh, oh yeah, all the packages you like. Yeah. So like then here's my question, because you can sort of get the same result by there's like a way in Arch that I found that you can basically export all the packages that you have, and it stores them in this, I think it's a txt file or something like that, and then like you just go and import it back to whatever machines that you put into it. So I guess I'm just wondering, like, what makes it different from doing that, unless there is more to the Nix config file, which I believe there is more to it. I just haven't came across it yet. Take your next.config and carry it to the next. Oh, gotcha. It will live on forever. Oh, forever. Forever. You can configure everything in NixConfig. Okay, so it's like you just you configure it and then you back it up to your GitHub, and then uh yeah, you just have that, if I care enough. So then for me, I'm just wondering, you know, you put everything in this config file. It sounds appealing. Now, I'm just wondering what, because here's the thing. CachyOS is known for like a Arch-based distribution that's like optimized for performance. But what does NixOS have going for it in that regard? Like, is it optimized for performance too? Or because it's its own thing, you'd have to get like a NixOS based distribution, if that even exists, to get the optimizations that you need. Oh, bro. You could share your config by emailing it to. Oh. Oh, it's all tinkering. Yeah, so basically, what it comes down to is that it would be the same as if you went to like Arch Linux and you're like, okay, we need to just configure everything. So, huh. I'm just brainstorming here. Oh yeah, if I reboot right now, yeah, it'll undo everything. Yeah. I'm just oh yeah, this is what okay, first of all, we're going to have to go back to power management. Display and monitor, I think it was. General behavior, maybe. No, that's not it. Screen locking. Let's see. Lock screen automatically. Never. Never, ever, for never, ever. Power management. Never. When inactive, I don't know. Turn off screen. Never. I bet you. Oh, power settings, yeah. I bet you though that I'm gonna forget something. I'm gonna forget something, and then it's gonna do that again. Oh, bottom right and disable sleep. Sorry, I didn't catch that. I should have been watching the chat. Let's see, screen brightness. Yeah, it was in. I believe it was in power management. I believe I got it. If I didn't get it, it will let me know again, or you guys will, either one. But this is the thought that I was going on. So maybe it is a good thing to just have all of your packages are in a config file. Okay. Let's go with this line of thought here. They're all in a config file, meaning that you upload that. No, sorry, you don't upload. You upload it to GitHub. And then let's see. Let's go ahead and open that up again. Oh, you know what? This reminds me of when I had to install Arch the normal way. Let's start from the beginning of this. Or we find the line that says Plasma. Plasma, here we go. Desktop manager .plasma 6 enabled true. You even set your display manager and your desktop manager. Yeah, we're finally covering NixOS. Also, welcome back, Code Bam. We're glad to have you here. Oh, I really hope that this doesn't mess with my current Hyperland configuration. No, we're not. We're not going with a gnome or GNOME. All right, I'm not touching anything. I'm not touching anything. Okay. Whoops, I touched something. Let's see. Edit anyway. All right. Let's go back to where we were. I won't touch anything this time. You need to change Desktop Manager 2 to Window Manager. Well, Code BAM, I think, has a point. Maybe we want to have more than one so we don't end up getting locked out or whatever for some reason. Maybe that's not the right word, but yeah. Actually, never mind. Hyperland does not change like this. All right. Just give us just a minute. I never saved the original. I never saved the edit that we did. Yeah, it's already at the oldest change. Uh, type type what? If you said something before that, uh, I did not get it. So it comes with Pulse Audio and Pipewire. Gotcha. Yeah, I could look it up, but this is a I normally don't do too much. If there's any research that I do, I usually do it before stream, just because I don't have the resources in my current computer to just do a whole bunch of researching and stuff like that. Sure, we'll go to the learn tab. Why not? So then Nix packages, let's look up Hyperland. Or no, not the packages. Let's go to options. No, I'm okay. You guys can't tell me not. You guys can't tell me look it up and then like, okay, whatever. Okay. Let's calm down. All right, Hyperland. Let's do that. Okay, so uh, programs.hyperland. Oh yeah, they also have the option for hyperlock. That is good. I like that they have the option for that. Let's see. There's only 11 results though. So, the one that says programs Hyperland enable. Type that into the config. Programs.hyperland.enable. Oh, equals true. All right. So we're going to do this in a separate line. Let's see. What was it? Programs.hyperland.enable equals true. Then we'll do the we'll do that. Well, no, you don't want to do that yet. The reason you don't want to do that is because we have not. We got to disable the X server before we do that. Okay. So. Well, wait a minute. What do you mean no? Why would we not? I mean, listen, it's a VM. We'll try it out. Uh, we'll see how it goes. So we'll just write and quit, and then what is that? Sudo NixOS rebuild boot. And then well, from what I understand, Switch was if you wanted to permanently save it. Uh, oh, boot sets it for reboot. Oh, okay. See, this is how much I know about NixOS. This is I'm new to it, so please forgive me. Yeah, I do need to log out anyway, but let's go ahead and do that. Oh, Switch is easier for quick edits. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, and then let's reboot. Remember to pick Hyperland. Right. Else you'll go straight into Plasma again. We wouldn't want that, would we? All right, we've hit the 1 hour mark. Let's go ahead and get the self promo out of the way. If you guys like the stream, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you really enjoy my content, consider subscribing today. If you guys need to get in contact with me for any reason, there's always Discord and there's Matrix. You guys can, talk with me there. You can, ask for help. You can post your risings and your projects that you're working on. Talk with other Linux users and all that good stuff. Oh yeah, can't forget that. Yeah, don't forget that notification bell so that way you always get updated when I go live or when I post a video or just whatever. Okay, so let's go into NixOS again. Enter. And then in the bottom left, we've got Hyperland. Then we enter. Thanks, I guess. That wasn't that bad. And we didn't even have to really. You know what I just realized? What I just realized was we didn't even have to use the terminal to really install anything, we just used the config file and then we updated it with the terminal. Like, yes, we used the terminal, okay? We're not getting out of using the terminal, which I don't mind the terminal anyway. But my point is that all that we did was we just updated the config file, and it was just that easy. That is crazy to think about. Yeah, so I heard. Yeah. So then, okay, so then let's think about this for a minute then. Uh, I just lost my train of thought. That blows my mind. It blows my mind that we can just edit a config file and we just do that. We could try to pop a terminal. I don't remember if. Okay, hopefully the keyboard will not. Or hopefully my commands on my current CashOS install. Hopefully it doesn't interfere. And that was not the correct binding for that. Oh, what is the correct binding for that? That's gonna bother me now. Let's see. Hyperland terminal key binding. Okay, so to open you can use the key binding super T or super enter. So it's probably going to be super T. No. Super T or super enter. Oh yeah, we don't want to kill Hyperland. Yeah, we definitely don't want to do that. Okay, so someone is saying let's see, Hyperland Wiki. There we go. This will let us know. All right. So the terminal, I believe, was Super Q. Oh, so you can enter Plasma and make some changes. There's probably no terminal to make Hyperland usable. Alt Control F1. Yeah, don't press that, though it will intercept. Do it from the keyboard options. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? My default is CashOS, but today we're trying out NixOS. All right. So all right. So let's go into sudo vim and then we'll see about .config/. No, I'm aware of what that is. Yeah. Waybar has an option. Let's see, config/hyperland/ what was it? Hyperland.conf. I think it's no, that's not it. So you just add kitty to packages. All right, so here's what's happened. it was recommended that I do Control Alt F1. We need to get back to uh, Plasma so that way we can. Um, all right, you know what? Let's do this. Actually, it says that Vim isn't even found. What we need to do is go back into SDDM. Actually, no, I think I did that wrong. Let's just give me just a minute. No, it's not cooked. It's still running. No, we still have it installed. I just need to get back to Plasma so we could do some edits. Okay, that's a good idea. Let's reboot. Yeah, I'll know that for next time though. System CTL. All right, and then we'll change it back to I think we had it on X11. We'll continue with the X11. Why not? All right. Yeah. Not surprised that it didn't save my settings here, but that's okay. Um. All right. Let me think for a minute before we do anything. So we definitely want to check on the hyperlink config. Uh. Add an editor too. Well, first of all, let's do one thing at a time. Let's check the hyperlink config. All right. So the terminal is Kitty. So we would have to install Kitty. But what was the command exactly? Let's look all the way down here. All right, the terminal, it was mod Q, but we just didn't have it for that. And do program waybar enable equal true. Yeah, I'm familiar with how waybar and hyperland work. I just need to figure out the packages for it. All right, so the next thing we need to do, we're going to minimize that for now. We're going to minimize that. We need to open up console. Let's go into sudo vim. Let me see what it was. And then configuration.nix. All right. Oh, you know what? We still don't have Vim. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh yeah, the Nix dash shell. Yeah. And then we'll just do Vim. Did I do something wrong? It went into the Nix shell. I think I might have did something wrong. Oh, it's right? Okay. You have it installed. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so let's try that again. And then configuration.nix. Edit anyway. Alright, so we have that set to true. we need to go into our packages. And now we need to enable Vim out of the box. The next thing we need to do is we need to go back up here because we said something about Waybar. Let's look back at the packages and see how we do this. So programs.waybar.enable equal true. So basically the same thing. Dot enable equals true. Okay. So then what we need to do. Yeah, I'm starting to get the hang of it. It's taken me a little while. I swear to you, I am not dumb. Yes, we do need to install Kitty. I like using Kitty. So let's install Kitty. Wofi would also be a good program. That is correct. Let's see. Anything else that we can think of? Zip and unzip if you use those. I mean, unless it comes installed with it, generally I don't. I think at this point, though, I think we have enough that we could boot into, we could probably boot into Hyperland from here and then do this. I just I want to give myself a second before I do anything. You know, let's do some stretches. Why not? Yep, got to touch your toes, got to touch your head and shoulders and your knees. Then your toes again. Then you should be good. Probably not for the VM, but that would be a good idea. Clipboard, I don't know much about Clipboard. Right now, I'm just trying to get the basics down for for the sake of this stream, because providing that everything works like it's supposed to, here's my first thoughts. Here's my initial thoughts so far with NixOS. Okay, I might enjoy it a little better than CashOS. I like the idea that everything you do can be summed up in a config file. I don't know about compatibility with everything yet. Yeah, you know what? That actually may be a good project. Once I get my computer up and running, I could just providing that everything works like it's supposed to, I could probably just take the current hard drive that's in this, stick it in the new computer, and then take that old 512 SSD, stick it into my current computer, and then like just wipe this one and just build NixOS. Maybe even make a stream out of it. Just build everything that I need to build with it. Like if I could, like, I don't even know if I could afford a capture card right now, but like if I was able to do that, then maybe do a stream with it. But if not, I could just do it on my own and then just transfer the files over to the new computer when it's done on the old one. Or import the config. Yeah, you could just install the flake when you're done. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. It's like design everything on this one computer here. Make sure that everything's the way that I like it, and then just make the transfer. The only downside is that I'm gonna have to do all the well, it's not really a downside, but uh, like a downside would probably be trying to figure out how to optimize this computer for, or how to optimize for performance once I get everything set up. But the initial idea of like putting everything in a config file and then being able to back it up somewhere, um, it would be it would be ideal. I think I like the idea. Yeah, I don't know nothing about flakes, but I'm not. Here's the thing: I'm not scared off. Okay, uh, what I would say is that it is, as Vindictus said before, it is just a different way to Linux. I don't think it's necessarily as bad as I once thought it was, because the way that it was described to me in the beginning was that it was just uh like the way that it was described to me was that it's a whole bunch of different package managers from all of these other distributions. Like the way that it was described to me was like they just put everything in one distribution and call it a day. So the fact that it's its own repository, having the most array of packages, like it, and it's also immutable, which is probably a good thing. I mean, it's looking pretty good. The only thing is that I don't want to make the switch until um until I get my new computer. I don't want to make the switch. Uh but yeah, like that is something that I could post in my dot files if anyone, like, basically this is what NixOS is saying. NixOS is saying that you can have your own distribution practically without the necessary uh making of a distribution, if that makes sense. So like instead of having to build one from scratch or build like compiling one from a software, like all of your installation needs are from this config file. So it's going to be probably a gradual change, but I'm looking forward to switching to NixOS. That is how good I think this is. Normally, I don't make a switch unless I think it's worth it. The one thing I will say is that if you go with something that is Arch based, I would absolutely go with CashOS. Nix, on the other hand, is its own thing. And it stands on its own. I think it's good. Let's go ahead and escape. Let's go ahead and write and quit to this. Yeah, you have to excuse me if you hear sniffling. Like my sinuses got congested again, or I'm assuming it's my sinuses. It's like My nose is just really bad. All right. Now, the only problem is like, how do I remember how to build? How do we do that? Let me look back through the chat. Hopefully it's not too far away. Uh Yeah, like don't get me wrong. I don't like to I like help, of course, with stuff, but I don't have to always have my hand held. Like I'm a pretty intuitive person. Like I like being able to figure out things on my own as well. It's just if you're like in a new territory, like it um makes it difficult. But okay, so before I hit enter, let me just make sure. Uh, Wait, what is this now? Rebuild. We control R. What does control R do? Oh, that's how you do it. All right, so let's go back then. Control R. Reverse I search, and then you search for rebuild. Hold on a minute. I don't think I did that right. Oh, you're in a Nix shell. Right. Let's, oh boy. Hold on a minute. So you won't search the outside. All right, let me remember how to get out of this. Okay, there we go. All right, thank you guys. Control D. Okay, I'll try to remember that next time. All right, so rebuild. No, we don't want reboot. Let's escape out of that. All right. I don't have it in my search. Yeah, that I think that's what happened. Was that when I reboot, it lost the history to that maybe. All right, but let me. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Hold on a minute. Because I definitely know sudo's involved. I think it is Nix. No, it's not Nix. Just do a switch and try logging out. Yeah, I'm trying to remember part of that because I know it's like I think it's NixOS dash build, or maybe it's rebuild. You know what? Let's Google it. Oh, NixOS dash rebuild. Okay, yeah. So I had that right. NixOS dash rebuild. Okay, and then we said just do a switch and try logging out. Switch. Okay. I press tab a lot for auto completion all the time. Yeah, so one of the things I want to do, which I did not get to do it in NixOS yet, I want to be able to use fish because I got so used to fish with using CachyOS. Um, there was just some quality of life things that I really enjoyed about CachyOS. Yeah, there probably is an option for that. It's easy to switch to fish, but you should set up flakes at Home Manager so that you don't install it in NixOS directly. Yeah, so I would probably need to just do some research on like how to. In fact, let me write that down. Let's see, flakes and home manager. Then you can use Starship and such. Let me let me do some research on that, and then I can like figure it out from there. Oh yeah, application launcher. We're gonna log out. Yeah, let's log out. All right, let's go back into Hyperland, and then let's see what we got here. Okay. So we're back here. Let's see if the terminal works. Ladies and gentlemen, the terminal works. It is very large. Probably have to go into probably the Hyperland config. So sudo vim, and then let's go into .config/hyper/hyperland.conf. And then the monitor should be at monitor equals I never could get a randar to work. Like when I was on when I was on CashOS, I couldn't get like a render or X render to work. Which X render wouldn't work, but okay, and then auto, and then let's exit out of that. Yeah, why not? You're using an auto-rated. Edit the config file to get rid of this message. Super Q, Super M. Yeah, we'll just leave that for now. Oh, you know what it is? Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't set up Waybar. Or, let's see, Waybar and... Actually, let me kill Waybar, because I just remembered something about it. Let's look into the .config /waybar /config.jsonc. Okay, that's not even a file. I don't know. Do we have xrender? Xrender output. I don't think it's HDMI 1 though. Let's try to change the mode to 1920 by 1080, and then the rate would be 60. Mode must be used after output. Okay, so then the output, I think it would be something like no, don't know if it works on Wayland. I mean, I tried it and it didn't work on Wayland. Or at least it didn't seem like it worked for me, so I just didn't use it. But yeah, we'll do output to yeah, we can do auto. Auto was not found. ignoring. Okay, so that was not found. Is it EDP? No, that's not it either. You know what? Let's do the temporary thing right now, and then we'll do a render. And that was actually pretty fast. Even for a virtual machine, that was fast. Alright, so let's take a look at this. Okay, so it's virtual-1. The output. Okay, apparently the only resolution it's got is 512 by 384. So this is what I was saying earlier, was that even then, all right, let's quit that one. So even then, I would have to go back into Vim, and then we'll do .config / hyper / hyperland.config. So this is what I was saying, was that we need to specify it within Hyperland. That's what it is. 1080 and then 60. I think that's what it was. Yeah, preferred, auto, and then auto. But there's something about that it does not like. Can you set screen options in boxes? Screen options in boxes. Maybe under edit configuration. No, let's not do that. Okay, I don't know what it just did just now, but let's not save that. Let's go back into here. Let me figure out Hyperland monitors. Because there's a way to set it in okay, yeah, so this is what we do here. So basically what you do is that you do the name, resolution, position, and then scale. So what you do is that 1920 by 1080, and then 0, 0, and then 1. That should be what all you need. Because I think this was display-1 or something like that. But let's see if it... There we go. We did it right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I do have experience with Hyperland, and like I've had to do this before. I had to do this with my current computer because my current computer has like it is 1920 by 1200, and I had to go in and set it to like 1920 by 1080. Just because of like doing streams and stuff like that, I got tired of doing that 1920 by 1200. Like that's not even a necessary resolution in my opinion, but whatever. So yeah, we got all this. It worked out fine. the next thing is uh I want to say we have Firefox. We should have Firefox. Uh yeah, but I need to see about getting my config file for Waybar because if I'm not mistaken, well, actually, let me check that before I do that. Uh, so let me do this, and then I need to just check on something real quick. Okay, so if I all right, we should be good, I think. Let's see, black bars or it defaults to 720. Yeah. So on my screen, I get black bars. Like if I set it to 1920 by 1080, there are there's a black bar on top and then a black bar on bottom. So which is it's fine for me. I've already gotten used to it. Oh, you might need a Wofi bind. Let me check to see what even is the bind for that. Because I think there's already a bind for that. But if there's not, we can just set one. Wouldn't be any problem. Oh yeah, the file manager is Dolphin. Uh, we could just oh yeah, the menu. That would be run. Or no, that's window key R. That's what it is. Let's see. Not sure what's going on in the chat there, but um, you know what? Let's go ahead and also remove uh this warning up here. There we go. Now it's all clean. So this is basically what it looks like out of the box. This is what you get. And of course, once I do my NixOS stuff, then it'll look different. But yeah. So we got Wayland or not Wayland. We got Hyperland working. We do know that it is something that exists. Now, here's the tricky part. Actually, it's not even tricky, really, because what I can do is just set it up like I had previously, where I just add Hyperland to my run up start after login. But like we could just install like just a pure desktop, or I mean not a pure desktop, but like have no desktop environment, and then install Hyperland from there. Because I'm pretty minimal when it comes to having uh, window managers and desktop environments. That being said, we also need to try out Neri at one point because that was requested. So there's that. I'm just trying to think of like other things I need to do with NixOS once I get it installed. But I think NixOS is going to be like the one that we're going to go with for now. Oh yeah, definitely. Eventually you want to have your config in Nix. There's a Neri option like Hyperland. I mean, yeah, we could try out Neri, sure. Let me just quit out of this and then go into. Oh, what is that? Oh yeah, we're still in the Nix shell anyway. There we go. That's the one. Downloading looks fun enough. Well, I'm glad I was able to influence you, I guess, into using NixOS. Uh, let's see. There's a swap file. Yeah, go ahead and just delete it, I guess, because this is one we're gonna work with. Because we're tired of getting that error. All right, so you guys are saying that there's an option similar to that. So what we do is that I would imagine we just go into programs.neri.enable equals true. All pitchforks to you if it breaks mid work. I don't know if I want that responsibility. Uh no, let's not. Okay? Let's not do that. Please. Like you let me put the disclaimer out there. I'm just a dude that like is a hobbyist, okay? I'm not a professional whatsoever, even though I do have an extensive knowledge about technology, but I still claim myself as a hobbyist. I don't claim to be like a professional at this. Uh but yeah, let me just double check one more time to make sure that Neri can be installed this way. Yeah, programs.neri. Okay. Yeah, so we're good. All right, so let us escape out of that. Write that. Linux is a hobby, always be. I mean, until it's not. Until it's not. All right. I got this. Sudo NixOS rebuild. What's the other thing? Hold on. Switch. Did I do it? Give me a thumbs up if I did it. Or +1 or however y'all want to do that. Yeah, basically here's what I will say about NixOS. If you don't like playing around with config files, it's not for you. I'll tell everyone that like right up front. But if you don't mind messing with config files, then you fine. All right. So let's do that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on down. Hold on a minute. All right, and we're back. All right, so it was either exit or Control D to get out of the Nix shell. So I know how to do that. Now, let me see if this button even works. Oh, that was just to close out way bar, I guess. Whoops. All right, so I think in order to log out, because we forgot to install wlogout, uh, or we could just reboot, but I want to log out though. I think it's just log out, right? We just type in log out. Oh, there's a system D way. Yeah, but I thought I saw Grub just now. I mean, not just now, but like I thought it was installed with Grub. Let's see. You know what? Let's just do reboot. Oh, hold on a minute. Okay. So system CTL restart display manager will log you out. Oh, you know, stupid me. We could have just did super M. Yeah, we could have just did that too. In fact, let's do that now. And then let's see what our options are. All right, we got Neri, and I've never used Neri before, so just as a warning. Hello. Um. You guys. Uh. Yeah. So that was weird, right? So maybe don't try installing Neri. And look for a config. Oh well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad it was helpful for you. Uh, and we'll see you around. Yeah, it's just dead. So like, if I go back, let's force the shutdown, and then let's go back into it. All right, so we have selected Neri. Okay, we log in. Okay, blank, and then we have to force the shutdown because when I click up here, there are no control. Actually, you know what? I was pressing the wrong button. That was my bad. Sorry about that. All right, so there definitely is a config file that we need to edit, but I need to know where that config file is. Because it's not wanting to run for some reason. And here's the thing: I don't even know where to begin. I don't I don't even know where to begin by searching or uh. All right, sure, we could try that. Let's see, find and then dot iname. And then, oh, it's in a config slash Neri. Okay, so let's do a vim. Well, actually, hold on a minute. Do we even have anything in there? Oh, it's a config.kdl. All right, so let's do .config slash neary slash config.kdl. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because we installed Vim a little while ago. All right. This is a whole nother language for me, by the way. I don't think I quite understand it. Why are you trying to do this at 120? I don't have a refresh rate of 120. It's kind of odd. Then also you're trying to select the output to be EDP1 when it's like display dash 1 or something like that. Yeah, 120 hertz. That's what it's trying to say. But I only have a 60 hertz. That is insane, my dude. And then a scale for 2. And then let's see. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything that is just out of the ordinary here. Yeah, I wouldn't think that they would mess with it. But what I'm thinking is that it has to do with the... Oh, I'm not even halfway done with this. Let's go all the way back up to where we saw the resolutions. Because I think that might have something to do with it. Let's edit that to say 60. As far as EDP, I think that was supposed to be just display 1. Yeah. So, yeah, you could just edit that out. Remember to... Hold on a minute. Okay, so we removed that. I mean, yeah, it usually is called the EDP1, but we're in a virtual environment. And when we were looking at it in a render, it was actually display-1 is what they called it. So let's go ahead and exit it. We're not going to quite exit out here yet. I want to see if there's anything else that could affect it from presenting like it's supposed to. Okay, it's got some window rules. There's no auto monitor option. Well, let's go back. Because maybe I might have misread something somewhere. Output. we can look it up. Neary output. This is where it should tell us something about it. I'm kind of scrolling a little fast because I'm just trying to figure out, because like it only seems like it's only going to do one of two things. It's either going to do your EDP or it's going to do HDMI A1. So the only thing that we can do right now is we could do like an EDP. Just select it. And then, unless anyone has any objections, let's write this out and quit. And then reboot and see if it will load up. Because maybe this was the issue. Neary message outputs. Huh. I'm pretty. Is there supposed to be like any dashes in that? Oh, that's what it said in the wiki. Okay. All right. Let's write this out. Let's try that. Neary message and then outputs. Error connecting to the Neary socket. I would switch to Plasma and look for myself. X-render or something. Well, let me do the reboot thing. We'll reboot. There's no harm in rebooting. And then let's just see if Neary could even run based off of what we just did. Because maybe that's all you need. And if it can't, then I don't know. No. Alright. Let's force the shutdown. Let's go back into it. Let's go into Plasma again, and let's figure out where we went wrong with the install. I mean, I guess it's possible. Yeah, get the output name for Plasma. Yeah, let's get that Plasma on the phone. Yeah, we got it on Wayland. Yeah, we don't worry about it. Look for some binds. Oh my. Waybar started with Plasma. Wow. Okay, so let's go to Explore. We do config Neary. And let's open with Kate. Let's get that Kate on the phone. Look for some binds. Yeah, I just don't think it's EDP-1. I think we need to Get that a render. No, you know what? A render is not installed because we never set it to install. Getting cursed as it should with multiple desktop environments. Display configuration. It's probably where we need to go. Virtual dash one dash unknown. That's what they're calling the monitor. Well, let's look about the system, though. Well, okay, that's not going to tell me anything, though. So let's go back to where we were. Display and monitor. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. Maybe just do the virtual dash one. Virtual dash one. And then we go ahead and save it. Because really, I think what it is that it's just having an issue with displaying the whole thing in general. So, what we could do is we've got that saved now. I think we should go ahead and try to log out, log back in. But we'll do it with Neri. Okay, let me try logging out again. Now this thing doesn't want to log me out. Okay, you know what? Let's go back. Let's force the shutdown. Go back into it. And then let's go back into Neri. Then let's see what it does. Gives us this again. Oh boy. You know, I did not look for binds, as a matter of fact. Let's go back and we'll go back into Plasma, Wayland. We'll check it out. Just to let you guys know, I've only got about like maybe an hour or so left before I end up ending the stream. So if we can't figure it out by then it's not going to be a big deal, because the biggest thing was we tried out NixOS. Oh, it's saved by progress. Let's open that up. All right, let's try to find key bind, or maybe just bind. Spot at startup has that. Let's go down. You got your window rules. Okay, these are your binds here. So like you can open a terminal. You can open Fuzzle. I don't know what Fuzzle is. But we don't have Alacrity. So we need to actually spawn Kitty. So it is a good thing that we came back to the file anyway. Because we don't even have Alacrity. So Sway Lock, we don't even have Sway Lock on here. Let's see what else. The rest of it is just for window management, I would think. Yeah, mod is the Windows key. It's always going to be the Windows key. But this has a similar setup to like Hyperland, where all of your stuff is just like in a config file like this. What is that? Okay. Don't need it. All right. So what are you guys thinking? Are you thinking that I should try to go back into Neri? Or, yeah, go back into Neri and try out the terminal? Because here's a thought that I had too. What if it's not displaying a background? Like, is it like Hyperland in the sense that you have to manually have something installed or something like that? All right. And if that does not work, add unknown to the display name. All right. And then let's log out. For some reason, it's not wanting to log me out, so I'm going to have to just force the shutdown. Oh, not shipped with a wallpaper? Yeah. No, I get that. Maybe it's trying to find a wallpaper and it can't for some reason. Alright, so let's go back to Neri, and then we'll go into it. We said mod T. Alright, so I hit mod T. That does not do anything. So yeah. Let's go back into Plasma. We'll go back into Plasma. And we'll change out the monitor name. Okay, and then... Whoops, let's change to Plasma. We don't want to have to restart again. No, I didn't even think about that, but we could do that. That is a good suggestion, I think. Let me try to do this unknown thing first. 1-unknown. Save that. And then I have to force the shutdown and then go back into it. And then we go back into Neri. And it does not do anything. So, you know what? Let's go into a thing here. And then let's run Neri and see what the issue is. So I just ran Neri. That's what happened. And I just get a blank screen. I don't understand why. But that's what happens when you go into, and like I can't even, like, I guess I could exit out of, well, no, I can't even exit out of F1 doing the Control Alt F1. Like, it's just, everything is just blank there. So like it runs, technically it runs, but there's something that's missing. And I don't know if it's in the configuration file, if it's just because it's in a virtual machine, or what exactly. But it's just not wanting to cooperate with us today, unfortunately. And it could also be that it's just on NixOS. I doubt that's the case, because they wouldn't have it as an option if it didn't work, in my opinion. Of course, but yeah. So there's that. Well, that's what I was doing. I tried to check to see what the TTY said, and when I type in Neri and I hit enter, it brings me up to this screen, which is basically nothing. It's pretty new still, I think. Yeah, so I mean, there's bound to be bugs with it, probably, or something wrong with it. The only way I would know for absolutely sure would be to, well, what does that do? Mod Shift E. That does not do anything. Yeah, the only thing about quitting. Oh, according to the wiki, you should quit Neri. Uh, the problem with that is, how do I quit Neri? Let me look that up real quick. So binds and binds did not work. Add unknown. Oh, already added. Okay. AI, I asked, just said to use WLR render to check output names. Well, let me see what the key bindings are here. Oh, that was to quit. Okay, that's what we were doing. Alrighty then. Yeah, the best thing to do at this point is to just yeah, add unknown to the display name. Okay. Let me try that then. Force shutdown. And then let's go back into it. Okay. Give me just a moment to do that. Okay, and then let's go to console. And then nix-cell p, and then WLR render. Okay, and then we just do WLR render. Compositor doesn't support the WLR output management unstable v1. No, we're in Wayland. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure we're in Wayland. About this system. Yeah, we're in Wayland. Yeah, I mean X render. Virtual dash one. That's what we're working with. Virtual dash one. So really what we gotta do, I don't know, I mean I thought it was a big V. I mean we could try it without the big V. We did just do a little V. We never added a HZ. Yeah, we never added a HZ. Unless, yeah, no, we never added HZ. No, we got Hyperland on here. All right, give me just a minute. No, I get that it's. Oh, I'm back, by the way. No, I get that it's the hertz. The comment above says you could do with or without it. Uh. Oh, so you think we just remove the. Uh. We just remove the 60 hertz and it should be fine? Yeah. All right, so here's what we do. We'll try it without the at 60, and then what we'll do is that if that doesn't work, we will try to run WLR render in Hyperland. Okay. Maybe it's because it's also got Hyperland installed. Maybe it's conflicting with each other. All right. Uh, Yeah, so it did not work out too well. Yeah, thanks for that. I normally will just do a reboot if I end up doing something like that. But let's try going into Hyperland now. Are you sure you just don't have a wallpaper? I think part of it could be because I don't have a wallpaper for Neri. Like I've never used Neri before. So, all right. And then we said that Control Q was for this. And then what was it? WLR render. That command is not found. So, that might be one that we have to install. Uh, yeah, because we only did it temporarily. So let's do the Nix dash shell thing, and then WLR render. Okay, and then WLR render. It does say virtual dash one. So no problems there. And then yeah, maybe it just is a wallpaper issue. What's a Wayland wallpaper manager? I don't know. But we're gonna go back to Plasma for a minute because I want to edit that config file again because we're gonna add that 60 hertz back because we just realized that it doesn't make a difference. But I would rather add it for just for my sanity. Does Faye work on well? Yes, it does. I don't know which ones work on Neri. Yeah, I don't know if it works on Neri, but I know it worked for Hyperland. I know Fed, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Fe works on it. All right, and then we just do at 60. Go ahead and save that. Now, let me see where it says something about wall. Okay, you can't even find wallpaper there. Well, let me see if you can find Fe. No, you can't find Fe. Sway BG. No, you can't find that either. In layout. You said the background dash color. Hold on a minute. Okay, we're back. What does the documentation say about wallpapers? Uh, that's a good question. Let's take a look. Neri wallpapers. Okay, that's kind of odd. Uh, you may want to install Fuzzle, maybe? Let me see what it says. Oh, that's a default application launcher. Uh, Background image would be Sway BG. Um, I don't know. Let's see. Neri starts blank. Neri starts with a blank workspace, but you can configure it to add empty workspaces at the beginning. Let's see what the application issues say. Oh, boy. I don't know. My head's kind of spinning right now. I need a moment. Boy. Let me look back at the code to see. So there is an active color. Color of the ring on the active monitor. Color of the ring on inactive monitors. Then there's like borders. Looks like people do spawn at startup. Let's take a look here. I mean, you could try it, but like it's supposed to start up Waybar. So like, if it's supposed to start up Waybar, then how come Waybar isn't coming up? Like that would be my question, because like we've already got it starting up Waybar, but like we can't even see Waybar going on. So there's got to be something else that is messing around with the whole thing. Oh, just do another spawn at startup. And then I don't even know if that's even installed, but swww dot or dash daemon. Yeah, but I don't know if I'm supposed to space them out like that, or if I'm supposed to just go into it like that. Like I don't know what the correct format is. I have no idea what you're looking at. Although I could probably just do the research. Oh, you try a new line? Yeah. Good idea. Spawn at startup. There we go. And then one with the swww. Yeah, just like this, right? We got it. All right. So let us go ahead and let me make sure that I saved it. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Force the shutdown. Let's go back into it. Shoot. Well, that means that we're gonna have to go back all the way into that config file. Let's. We got less than 30 minutes to figure this out. Actually, I don't know about that. Maybe we'll go a little longer. You can nuke the waybar line. Just add it to the package as one like a package. Um. All right, let's go and try to rebuild this. Well, actually, first of all, we need to go into the. Let's see, what is it? Etsy, NixOS configuration.nix, I think. Yeah, there we go. We got it. All right. So not only do we need Neri, we'll probably do. Well, actually, it's not going to be like a program like that. It'll probably be like a. So we just install swww, or do we do it with the dash daemon? Okay. And then let's. What? Wait. What about Waybar? Oh, remove the enable Waybar line. All right. All right. And then we will. So you can log out of Plasma. Oh, yeah. Maybe that's what was holding me back. If that's what is blocking you. Yeah, maybe it is. All right. So sudo NixOS dash rebuild switch. Did I get it right? I hope I'm getting the hang of this. That's going to take some getting used to. All right. Let's enter it. Or you can look into making aliases. Yeah, let's just stick with the basics for now. Like I just got to finally learn about NixOS. Oh, it's a shell thing. All right. Okay. So now that we have rebuilt, uh let us see if we can log out first. I was about to say reboot. But let's try to log out now. Hey, you know what? It was Waybar that was messing with that. What do you know? All right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 because that's our super secure password. And we're blank. Blankety, blankety, blank. Does not come with a default paper. Yeah, I don't know about this. Try opening a term. Well, I tried that because it was supposed to be it was supposed to be mod T, correct? For to bring up Kitty. Since we changed it to Kitty. I'm learning as much as you do at the moment. Yeah, that's pretty much. Not sure if you did that exact command, but try it anyway. I mean, that's at this point we got options. All right, so the first one was Neri-session. A Neri session is already running. So it is running already. Let's try what Neri session does. Loads that up. So now we go into our F2. And then let's kill Neri. Alright. So we can do that. Yeah, it does seem like it's a Neri thing. I would have to learn more about Neri and like how it goes. Because there's a possibility that it just doesn't play well with a virtual machine. Could be very possible. Well, the only thing about running Neri-session or Neri session, however you do that, you'd have to. You'd have to run it in Plasma, I would think. Unless I'm wrong. Am I wrong in that? Or, I mean, there's a virtual keyboard. Uh, okay, so we got some errors when we terminated for pkill. No, it says on the GitHub you could run it through a display manager, so you are right. Error getting the render note for the primary GPU. The only way to know for certain if it's the GPU would be to like completely install Neri from my setup as it is. Because here's the thing. The GPU gets recognized as something completely different in a virtual machine. So without testing it on actual hardware, I'm not going to know if it's the whole GPU in general. Because I've had similar experiences like this before Um, well, no, the thing was that this when we looked in the about me section of Plasma, it showed up as a Red Hat GPU. Okay, but I don't have Red Hat GPU, so that's what I'm saying. Is that it could just be that it is uh, because it is running in a virtual machine. Like the GPU in the virtual machine does not like it. Right, exactly. It is having to do with the VM as far as the Red Hat is concerned. Um, so until I do more research, I'm not gonna know. Uh, it's most likely, like you said, Neri does not like virtual machines. I think that is all there is to it. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I think that's the way that it's going down. So if I ever tried Neri, I would have to. I would probably end up trying it on, uh, like I'd probably have to try it on my current computer. Once I get my new laptop in, then I can try it on this one and see where we're running into issues. You know, because maybe that's just the thing. But then I've got to get a capture card, so that way it can, which might have to wait until next payday. I don't know for certain yet. I gotta figure things out. But if I'm able to get one, then I'll probably end up just getting one and going from there. But Steam summer sales started. Nice, nice. I'll have to take a look into what's going on with Steam. But yeah, uh, anything worth picking up? Yeah, I'd like to know that too, for that matter. Oh man, it has been quite the stream, I will say. Um, so basically, I've already went through my thoughts, but I'll kind of give you a summary. Because we'll probably close in about less than 15 minutes. But we're still here. Don't worry about that. We're not closing the stream yet. But just to give my summary here, NixOS is going in. I had misconceptions about what NixOS actually was, and that caused me to not really want to try it. Here's the thing, once I really like something, I don't like changing it. That's just kind of a flaw that I've got within myself. And so going to NixOS, going into it, I realized that there is a lot of potential that, like, it is basically the equivalent of going into like a config file, like a .config file, and just editing what you need to edit in there. Uh, and you're not really using the terminal all that much other than to refresh what needs to be refreshed. So for me, it would be great because then whatever I installed, like, all I have to do is just carry that file with me wherever I go, and then that should be fine. Now, I have yet to test this on other programs, though, so I would need to research as I'm using NixOS. Like, it will be a slow, gradual process in moving over to NixOS. But if you don't mind working with config files, I would I would recommend NixOS. I think that is the final judgment call. Um, One thing that I did not catch was whether or not it was a rolling release. I don't think it's a rolling release. Can anyone confirm that, or no? Maybe I can uh, look at it. Uh, Let me see real quick. Where can I figure that out? 25.05 isn't. Unstable is rolling. Is it worth? Oh, their main ISO is a point release stable ISO. Right. Yeah, I installed 25.05. So then the question becomes, is it better to, uh, run unstable or stable? Because like at this point, if all you have to do is just edit it with a config file, what's I don't see where there's going to be that much of a difference in uh in whether or not you hold on. I'm trying to think about this for a second. Oh, it depends on what you want. I run unstable. It's like Fedora. NixOS unstable is like Arch. Okay, that kind of helps out a little bit. You just swap it in. It's the same config file for the most part. Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know. I guess I would just have to try it out, really. Oh, you're not booting into a new ISO later to go to 26 when that's out? Like you don't even reinstall. Oh. So like when you okay, I'm just trying to understand this. So like when you update, it's like updating in Arch in a way. You know, that's what it seems like to me. Because like with Debian and some of those other programs, for example, or distributions, like you have to reinstall basically with the ISOs. Oh, maybe change the channel if needed. Yeah, but I'm just wondering if it's going to turn into like Debian when I tried to do that with Debian, because I did that with Debian and it for some reason uh, it made it difficult to I'm trying to find the right words. I can't really think right now because my head's like really swollen right now. But yeah. Oh, you can always roll back. Well, see, here's the thing about Debian. So I was on Debian stable for a little while, and then I decided to upgrade to something that was, I think it was either Trixie or Sid at the time. And when I did that, it boinked my install. Like I had to completely reinstall a new distribution because it, I don't know, it just wasn't working. All right, let's take a look. Reboot. And then let's go into this. And then you said go to all configurations. Oh, it saves the configuration each and every time. Every time you do that rebuild, it saves it. Yeah, the build version, right. The config is still changed. Option 2 has Hyperland, etc. Saves the last configuration every time you rebuild the configuration. Gotcha. I mean, is there a need to like have these configurations? Like, can you disable them at any point? Because like, what if you got like a bunch of them that just happened? Like, what if you got some that are just unneeded, or is it does it even? It probably doesn't even matter though, to be honest, because it's probably not taking up that much of it. Oh, that's their method of going back. So that's why you don't even need Better FS with NixOS, because you could just revert back to the configuration that you had, and it's on ext4. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of research that I'm going to have to do for this. Definitely a lot of research. Because I'm not, like, I'm all for going to NixOS, but it's going to take some time to, like, write down or to make sure that I've got every package that I need, first of all, and then to keep up with that configuration, you know. Like, it's definitely going to take time. But I think essentially I'm going to like it. I just need to do more research. That's all I got to do. Um, I do feel like um, yeah, I don't know. I got so used to Cashy. I'm gonna miss you, Cashy. When I have to upgrade, I'm gonna miss you. When you get into flakes, it's good to learn some Git too. Yeah, yeah. So probably what I'll do for the rest of the day is just um, I'll look into that. Because chances are, like as stuffy as I am, still, I'm probably not going to work. I'm probably gonna once again. So yeah, uh, yeah, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good stream. I liked NixOS. I look forward to doing more with it. Um, you should sync your config with Git even now so you can roll back if you mess something up. Care with flakes can get overwhelming. Yeah. Uh I mean, I'm in a virtual machine, so that's going to be kind of difficult. But uh, I'll just do it like when I once I start with NixOS on my new machine, uh I will do that for sure. Go ahead, and just back up everything like I need to. But yeah, I don't know. Like lately, I think some of my streams have been a hit or a miss. Do you guys think that you think this went well? This review here? I personally think I had a good experience so far. I look forward to doing NixOS and then let you guys see what I could do with it. Because maybe once I figure out more about NixOS, maybe I could help out. Yeah, well, yeah, we got a lot of people here that like NixOS. Got a lot of people here that use NixOS, like it, and all that good stuff. A little more active than the other ones. Yeah, I I just, it depends. Some days I just want to react to stuff. Some days I want to game. Some days I can actually sit down and do a review with you guys. But I always try to make it Linux related. Oh yeah, you guys really hate looking at wallpaper, don't you? Hey, I've tried to spice it up a little bit. Remember ASCII Aquarium? Okay. That was pretty fun, right? Yeah, no, the biggest thing right now is that I'm trying to build up watch hours and I'm trying to build up subscribers. Subscribers have started to get slow again, but I'm slowly gaining. I'm slowly getting there. Uh, Watch hours are increasing big time with doing streams and stuff like that, so that's good. Uh, I just have to do that for the sake of the YouTube partner program. I'm trying to get that going and everything. So just trying to offer more for you guys. Um, but yeah, let me take this time out to let you guys know that if you like the stream, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you really enjoy my content, consider subscribing today because that does help out me as well as the channel. If you guys are interested in we also have I got social media down in the description. You can go there. You can uh, grab my GitHub files, my config files there. You can listen to my royalty free music that I make. Uh, you can also message me on Discord or Matrix, and you can in the server and room. You can talk with other Linux users. You can ask for help. You can post your risings or your current projects that you're working on, and just all that fun stuff. But with that being said, I'm going to head out for today. It was great talking with you guys, and I'll see you in the next stream.